What's up, homies? Welcome back to another reaction from Heroes Reforged. We are doing episode 4 of Superman and Lois. Last week's episode was very good. Super Dad was pretty on point. Really fun watching that show. I'm really enjoying the direction that this show is going. I know next week will be the last episode that we'll be doing until May. The show will be taking a break. They need to get caught up on finishing the series because of COVID. They've fallen behind a little bit, which is fine. I'd rather they take the time to put out a really quality show. So that's all I'm saying about that.
They just knew that, like, we were going to be busy with Falcon and Winter Soldier and Invincible. So they're like, let's give the Heroes Reforged guys a bit of a break. Let's shut down production. Let's just stop filming this show in Canada for a few weeks and we'll be back. So
yeah. You guys ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Saskatchewan.
Okay.
60 years
Whoa.
ago.
We're getting right into the shit, homies.
Are these remnants of Krypton?
Is this how Homeboy comes to Earth? Captain Luthor?
Dad?
I know it's a surprise, but it's John's home opener.
You never came to any of my games.
Ooh, call him out, homie.
Kent! Yes, coach! No, not you. The other one.
Oh,
Don't do that, homie.
Here we go. Here we go.
Mm-mm. Cause the fumble. And a return. All right. I mean, it's good, but that's...
He has powers, and you didn't tell me.
None of your business, bruh.
Dad, Clark and I can handle this.
Clark, how's he helping? By coaching the team?
He's involved, which is a hell of a lot more than you ever
I
were.
don't like his priorities. The higher-ups want to transfer high-risk inmates out of Metropolis Penitentiary. Escort the transfer. They're moving Thaddeus Kilgrave.
This feels like a...
genius who got radicalized off hating you.
This feels like he's got other
Little setup
motives.
action.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you're going against my advice.
I don't work for you, Sam.
Fine.
I'm Superman. I don't work for anybody.
Oh, this is getting spicy.
Stick around this weekend.
Fine.
It'll be easier if I pitch in.
You mean be a grandpa? I do
Yeah,
that. That's
pitching
fine.
in. Get out of here.
Nah, bro. He's got to watch out for national security.
We're gonna make playoffs
right.
if our wideout can't catch a ball. What'd you say?
Uh-oh.
Might want to have this guy pay first, unless he's putting those buffaloings on layaway.
Hey.
Ooh, that's...
Come on, man. What are you doing?
Relax.
Not worth it.
Not worth it. Every guy has to say that to every guy.
Hey, man, it ain't
Hey,
worth
man,
it.
it's
It
not
ain't
worth it,
worth
bro.
it. Not worth it.
If I was that poor kid, I'd punch him. I'd say, you know what? This is worth it. I'm going to punch you in the face.
We're aware of the piece you intend to publish tomorrow.
How could you know that?
I told you he would crush you.
I'm an evil lawyer who works for Morgan Edge.
Sorry, Lois, but until this gets worked out, I can't risk publishing a word you write.
Wow, super
Damn,
convenient.
just got muzzled.
Uh-oh, why are we following this kid home? Something bad's going to happen.
Superpowers?
Is he going to be a supervillain?
Taking your cast off is not going to make your arm heal faster. Is he a
How
speedster?
did he get powers?
The next best thing would be to have Smallville's favorite son show up and say some words on behalf of justice.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Great. Now, if you'll excuse me, I
Good,
just
good.
Good
Get
call.
involved, Clark.
Edge thinks he has me up against the ropes. If I show up out of nowhere, knock him off balance, maybe I pop something loose.
I'll go with you.
No, I got it. You have practice. I can handle myself.
Get it, Lois. Get it, Lois. She's
True,
fearless,
she can.
homie.
And you know what I would love in the show is if this actually meant that she is going to handle herself and there's no need for a Superman
Backup.
intervention. I think that'd be great.
You seem pretty smug, rooting for an entitled billionaire.
Thank you.
Right now, it seems pretty clear to me that that's Morgan Edge bringing jobs in.
No, you just have a boner for a billionaire, dog. Get out of here.
You didn't even ask if I was uncomfortable. Do you care?
It's not like he was flirting with you.
How do you
are
know,
the
bitch?
worst
How do
husband.
you know?
You want me to get in the guy's face because he dared to talk to you? I mean, I could have been a jerk.
I bet
to
any
your
other
boss.
dude you'd get in his
You would have been
face.
pissed at that, right?
That's actually a good point, Augustine. Yeah, you're right.
Look, I'm kind of bored with the whole faux British accent, billionaire at a football game trying to fit in con job.
I can assure you, I was
Oh my
raised
God,
in the
who cares? Let's just lay it all on the table. Let me tell you how this goes. You sue me, I counter-sue.
My. You have thought this all through.
Why Smallville?
You'll never work at the Daily Planet again. You're past your prime, playing a high-stakes game with a losing hand.
Ooh.
For now, I'm done with you unless this creep show has anything to add. I didn't think so.
Dude, she's a thug.
Einstein saw time as an illusion. Do you happen to have the time?
Me 1 year into quarantine.
Nice.
That looks like Zeke from Attack on Titan. You guys don't watch that show, so you don't know.
See,
Whoa.
the thing is, that's not chewing gum. 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
It's just fun to see such an over-the-top, like, monologue-y villain.
Just chewing
every
up the
once in a while,
scenery.
you know? Tag, more like Tasmanian Devil.
Oh, he just bust. Oh.
Metropolis prison transport under assault by unknown combatants.
Confirmed prisoner Kilgrave.
He's gonna have to make a choice now: his son or Kilgrave.
Something's wrong.
There's too much stuff going on.
If only Supergirl could help, but we're in a universe with no other superheroes. This is like Mission Impossible Fallout.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Ethan,
That knife.
it will be all on your head, Ethan.
We'll talk about it later, okay? I have a call. I gotta go.
Do we know anything about Kilgrave?
Cool. Shut up.
I looked it up to confirm because I'm pretty sure I knew where Saskatchewan was. It's Canada.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what did that introduction have to do with
Soon, Big Blue.
Morgan Edge wanting Smallville, Kansas for some reason?
Try to think about the fact that when your dad gets distracted, lives are at stake. Understood?
It's a lot of pressure.
Hey.
Yes, sure.
And act accordingly.
This guy's a
These
dick.
kids already have.
You're a
enough
cool
pressure
grandpa,
on them.
guy. You're a cool grandpa. That's the
Ay.
kind of grandpa I want.
Hey, it's Clark. Leave a message.
Hey, where are you? You know I would do it myself, but I'm trying not to get bankrupted in a lawsuit. Hurry.
Is he gonna hone in on it with his super hearing?
Motion approved.
That sucks.
What do you want to meet?
Oh, he didn't do it.
No.
It feels like I'm really far down on your list of priorities.
Is that honestly how you feel?
Yeah, I do.
Damn,
You
dude.
gotta take her on a date, Clark.
Wow.
You gotta get her some flowers.
Yeah,
A couple dealing with real problems.
that's what happens. He's in a real relationship. He's in a marriage.
Yeah.
Nice of you to show up.
It was a courtesy.
You want to talk about courtesy?
What if
Hey.
when somebody gives Superman ass, nice of you to show up, what if Superman fired back with like, fuck you?
Why don't you suck these super nuts?
I think we need some shots.
This is nice to see Lois and Lana complaining
Yeah.
about their husbands. This is great.
I'm just hoping that the intentions are good.
Adores you, even though he hates me.
I hope so too.
Yeah. Lana.
I was about to say, no, never.
You and Clark are obviously
And she
great.
doesn't know his secret.
I don't know, sometimes it feels like the older
As far as we know.
I know.
As far as we know.
I've known him for as long as I can remember. He comes back to visit and he's a whole new guy. Who's you? Thank you.
That's a very sweet and nice thing to say.
You.
Oh
I
no.
have the best in him, Lois.
That's
Who
ominous.
did
Not
it?
getting lost in the shuffle.
Is it her
Cheers to that.
or Morgan Edge? Oh, somebody is drugging
Remember the
Lana? What the what?
they did put an emphasis on her champagne glass at the dinner thing.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah, that's true
Oh
too.
man.
No, 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 no.
Ay.
Bro, why are you leaving the house with that? Like, you're about to phase into another dimension. Get out of here.
Sorry, I'll fix it. You can't afford a burger. How are you gonna pay for some nice ass
Oh
furniture?
boy.
Hey, hey!
He's gonna hurt somebody.
Oh, it's
He's been
this
harping
asshole
on-
rich kid?
Yeah, he's been harping about how this guy is broke. That's the first thing he mentioned.
Right.
Glen Morgan Square.
Put some weights on those papers.
Clark comes back.
That's the way
Clark comes
Superman
back.
says
Wait,
"fuck
what
you."
city?
Is by
Nothing
messing
says
up
F
everybody's
you
papers.
like a little wind.
For this sonic blaster to work, I needed you in closer range.
Whoa.
I've had a lot of time
Oh.
to think about you.
Talk about a migraine.
Yeah.
Obsessively
He
trying
just weld his ear holes shut. Yeah.
Jeez.
Okay, he's pretty quick with that gun.
Tag, just breathe. Just breathe. It's gonna be okay. I can't control it. The bonfire, the party, I think my heat vision caused an explosion and it affected him somehow. Okay, well look, you can run that theory past Bill and I later on. Right now, we need Dad.
John, trust me.
What are you gonna do?
What are you
dude?
You gonna hug
Are you
him?
just gonna hold it?
You gonna
hold him down?
hug it out of him? Jeez.
Jordan!
And now Tag is gonna know that he has powers and put two and two together.
Where's the ELT?
I told you, this is a Tasmanian devil. This Tag.
We need to get out of here now.
Oh my god, this is
Who is what?
nice. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There you go. I wish I could clap that hard.
Oh wow, what a beautiful shot.
The earth's been up here. It'll help calm you down.
It might kill him too. It's cold up there.
You're gonna kill this kid, Clark. It's a classic pose.
Saw the video. My heat vision, it gave Tag those powers. and
That's not how it works.
You would never hurt anyone, ever. It was an accident, okay?
You're a good bro.
Aw.
Good bro.
You're the best big brother ever, Brennan.
Every time.
Your heat vision caused a blast, but there was another material present, a yellow phosphorus.
That's why Edge wants the mine.
Why did you wait so long to use the ELT? Why didn't you call me the minute you knew something was wrong?
What does ELT stand for?
I forget.
Echo, lettuce, and tomato?
That's right.
You cannot tell the boys not to come to me for help.
My point was to help them see the life and death stakes of your job.
My job is I'm their dad. That's my job.
You're the most important person in the
God,
world.
this
Now
show.
that they know that, they need to respect the obligation that comes with it.
I have to respect that obligation. Me. And believe me,
Yeah, not as kids.
This is the same toxic, honor above all else crap you used to pull on me when I was a kid.
Lois, please, this isn't about us.
So how dare you tell him he can't be the father he is because you never bothered to give it a go?
Oh!
I'll get my thing.
Be gone,
I'll
bitch.
drive ahead of me.
Be gone.
Damn.
Bye, Grandpa.
This,
I bet you that guy's breakfast tastes like cigarette ash.
Dinosaur pancakes, huh?
Oh, dude, she's sick. That's not
She's a little
Something's going
slurry.
on with her.
You got dinosaur pancakes, and you work your tail off for people in your home.
If she kisses this man right now, you know she's on drugs.
I love you.
Bro, your kids
I mean,
are right there.
I don't like that. I don't
Oh,
like
she
this
definitely
guy.
on drugs,
that's-
baby. She definitely on some kind of drugs. No.
I don't like this guy, but
no.
if there's a version of the story where he grows and changes stuff to be better, great. Oh yes, Clark is a good husband. Oh, in a barn. Yo, dude, this is cottagecore.
This is 2001 vibes. Oh.
I was thinking about all of those date nights that I've missed, and I thought we could play
Looks
a little
handsome.
catch-up.
I never noticed. Tyler Hoechlin kind of looks like a handsomer, younger Eugene Levy. So basically, like Dan
Like
Levy.
Dan Levy?
He looks
Kind
like
of, yeah.
like a handsome, you know.
My first thought of the day, and my last thought of night. And I love you.
I love you too, Clark.
I'm such trash compared to this man.
I'm aroused. I mean,
Hey,
if you took me on that date.
There's a situation in Malawi. Not a priority yet. I was calling Lois so she could fill you in.
She just went to the restroom.
He said you could decide yourself.
Go.
I'll be fast, I promise.
I'll be waiting. Hey, I love you too.
I hope.
There's too many open flames in this barn for her to be there by herself. You cannot leave her in there.
It's very sweet that Clark did that, but it took him 2 seconds to set up all those candles, okay? Yeah. It would take regular folks a lot longer, so you got
I need at least
slack,
2 hours.
I have reason to believe we may need to consider a contingency plan.
What?
A contingency plan?
Call it Project 7734.
Sam, you dumb asshole.
Project
He's
Hell.
setting something up.
Be so kind.
Of course.
She's a superpowered being. Yeah.
Ex-kryptonite to resurrect an army.
Assuming we can find enough willing candidates.
Kryptonite.
Makes sense.
It's, yeah.
Of course they're
green or yellow.
Kryptonite
Is it green
Smallville.
and yellow?
Makes sense. Of course there's going to be kryptonite. And
that's what he wants.
I'm sure Morgan Edge knows some shit.
Yeah, he
that
knows.
was a good episode. I got, and it's not a bad thing. I got some Smallville vibes.
Yeah.
With the kid who gets powers, and I'm like, I hope it doesn't turn into a person with powers of the week formula.
I don't.
You know? I hope that I hope it's more serialized storytelling, and they have a longer plan instead of just like in this episode, this character, this becomes a new meteor freak, and in this episode, this becomes a new meteor freak.
Yeah.
But it seems like it is going to be connected to Morgan Edge. So far, so good. So we'll keep our eyes on that.
Yeah, that's kind of the vibes that I'm getting from this show. Is like I feel like they're using that incident at the Schuster Mines to like just kind of help seed the ideas of like Morgan Edge is very, very determined to gain access to this mine because he wants the kryptonite to create an army, basically.
I wouldn't mind. Yeah. I wouldn't mind a villain of the week if it wasn't every week. Like if it kind of progressed the story a little bit, you know, like maybe a villain every 2 weeks or something, or something like that. Give that character a real arc, because I feel like it can provide some really cool scenes, and I feel like there's also a lot of. They've been doing a good job relationship building with Clark and Lois. I'm invested in this marriage at this point. Like. There's nothing you can do to convince me that Clark does not love Lois.
And I would say for me, like,
real quick, Adam.
Yeah.
Sorry, did you mean to close that window? Because it looked like you were ordering some Cascade. Do we need to order you some Cascade? It looked like you were putting in a shipment.
Don't tell everybody.
Okay,
I have Amazon Prime, man. I'm gonna hook you up.
Okay. What were you gonna say?
I think that's like the really strong thing about this show is I'm so invested in the marriage of Lois and Clark, and the things that they're going through. There are echoes of it, of what Jonathan and Martha Kent went through when they had Clark as a young kid. And now I feel like, obviously there's like double that much because they've got 2 kids now. One of them is superpowered. The dad is superpowered. So it's adding really interesting dynamics to the family unit. And even though, Morgan Edge's story will in some way be important to the greater plan, I imagine, we still don't know. We've now been 2 episodes without Captain Luthor, and we don't know yet what role he plays into that. And now we're starting to see the influence of Captain Luthor kind of spill over into Sam Lane. Now we have these potentially 3 stories happening at the same time that are kind of B stories. They are these like villains are starting to spread their seeds into the story type of thing. But I'm glad that we've mostly taken 4 episodes to really make the family dynamic of the show the most important anchor to the story, because that's what it's about. And like, I don't know, it's kind of crazy to me that as we watch this show and they have these very human moments, these very, very real life, like relationship moments that like, it makes me emotional for some reason. And I don't know why.
I think it's because people care. Like the Kents care. Superman cares. Lois definitely cares.
They genuinely
the brothers care for each other. Like,
which is really refreshing.
The sons care for what their dad is saying. Like there's a lot of family building that they've done in this show, and I think that's what you're kind of tapping into, Adam, because you're a family guy. We know you're a family guy. Your family is very important to you. Family is very important to me, and that's what I'm picking up there as well, because there hasn't been a lot of shows where we go into this type of situation besides Fast and Furious, which is the best family ever.
I mean, come on.
I mean, come on. Does it get any better than that? But going back to these guys, like it's refreshing to see this in this day and age of like the trends of like dark and gritty and I don't care and like just things just kind of and you're a result of your actions no matter what happens kind of situation. And it's good to see that like there are people like Clark and like his sons and like especially Lois, man. She's going out there and like going head to head with these people who, you know,
and her dad.
Can take on. And her dad. Like she's chilling. She ain't taking no shit from nobody. And that's what's great. Like she's not letting all the situations manipulate, you know, how she's feeling or how she's gonna act. She knows what she wants to do. She knows what's right, and she's gonna fight for that. And that's what everybody's doing in this show. And that's why I love this show.
Yeah. Lois is the best character on the show thus far. I really hope that. I mean, she's my favorite. I love Lois.
Yeah, Lois
she's probably more than honestly.
Yeah,
you cannot, and I probably love Lois Lane even more than I love the character of Superman. And like those are some of my top two, you know, DC characters and superhero characters. Period. But like, I hope at some point in the show that we get to see almost a. Like for me, it would be a great season one, you know, finale where instead of like this big villain or Captain Luthor fight or whatever, if there was something that happened where Lois could just be 100% on the ball, being a mom, being a wife to Clark, being a professional, and she's just like, I'm on it, I got this, and they are working as a unit, and Clark's like, I got this too, honey, well, let's do this, you know, and Clark is on it as a Superman and as a father and exactly that feeling of like of them being really synced up and being able to find the balance, because it is relatable. I don't have kids, but I'm still watching the show and I'm like, I can still relate to the frustration of trying to balance work life, trying to balance relationship, trying to balance.
You're in a relationship. You know what it's like. You're a busy guy. You're on every YouTube channel in the world. Like you're
absolutely.
A busy, you know.
My work is as important and impactful as Superman's.
Superman. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. And that you are Superman.
To go back to what Adam is saying, Augustine, I think you hit it on the head. It's a Venn diagram of Adam is feeling emotional. I could get emotional thinking about this show and the decisions they're making because number one, it is family and it is characters who are trying and it's all related to a family unit. Yeah. But then the Venn diagram comes in that it's also Superman characters. And I know that's Adam's. So you put that Venn diagram together and he's in the middle. He's crying right here in the middle. That's what it is. It says Adam's crying.
This is
when you put both of those things together. But
that's like the perfect union of all of Adam's universes.
It is. And I think oddly enough, I think a lot of that also just stems from my love of the show Smallville. You know, you were mentioning it's got these like Smallville vibes. I genuinely loved the relationship between Clark, Jonathan, and Martha. I loved them as parents, and I loved the support that they gave him and how they always reassured him that like, we believe in you. We believe that you will always make the right decision. And like, this is not a sequel to that show, but I carry that emotion over because the show at certain times, it very much like taps into those feelings, that nostalgia of like that show. And I don't know, like I almost use Smallville, the show, as like the backstory for this, even though they're two completely different Supermen. But it just really works.
It's definitely, this show is absolutely 100% recalling on that part of the mythology. Yeah. You know, it is asking us to recall our love of a bunch of different things in Superman mythos, but even with like the Zack Snyder movies, it's asking us to recall how we feel about those visuals. With some of those early episodes, we were like, dang, they're really going with like, you know, the quick cuts and the zoom shots and the CG and everything. It's even asking us to be like, remember when the Superman movies came out a few years ago, Man of Steel, etc., looked very visually like this? Yeah. Well, we're going to, you know, recall a little bit of that in the show. And I think that the Smallville mythos, specifically the Smallville show on the WB, is being referenced here. And this also reminds me of like how back in the 90s, executives at Warner Brothers are like, we want to do a teenage Batman. And the makers of the Batman shows were like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. So we'll do Batman Beyond, to make it make sense, to get it to fit into that world. And I wonder if there was some executive somewhere going, we want to do if we're going to do a Superman spin-off show, something like Supergirl, like to keep that going, because if that show is going to come to an end, let's do it and let's do teen-based. And I'm sure somebody else thought, we've already done Smallville.
Right.
So why not take the characters and transplant them as parents? We'll set that up in the Arrowverse, but there'll be versions of these characters that are parents so that we can do the CW teen drama, which I'm sure the CW is like, good. That's what we want. It can do the comic book stuff for the comic book fans, and then it can do the parental perspective, and they're young, hot parents, so it's not like they're like, it's not even the same, but it's kind of the same as Smallville too. They were young parents, Jonathan and Martha, in that show.
They were like early 40s, I would say.
Early 40s, and in this show they're like late 30s with these teenage kids that are already like 15 years old. They popped them out in their early 20s maybe. They look good. They're late 30s, early 40s. They look good. They're very attractive. I lost my train of thought because
you totally lost your train of thought.
It seems so attractive. Anyway, I'm really enjoying the show, and I'm invested, like you guys are saying, and I'm feeling the emotion, and I'm seeing, I'm seeing a little bit of the Matrix code of what they're doing in that emotional manipulation, but it's working.
It's working 100%, and I can't wait to get back to this after the break.
Yeah.
How long is this break?
One more episode, and then I believe they come back around the second week of May, I think. It's like
I think it was only the first four. Remember, this is episode 4.
Well, on the 30th, we're getting Supergirl, so maybe there's something in between, but I thought we were getting one more, and
I thought we were getting 4 , but who knows? We'll keep our eyes out.
Question next week if we could do one of these videos,
I guess. Otherwise, tell us your comments below. Fart, be sure to subscribe. Click the links. Blanko blank. We love you guys. Thank
Check out the
so
Uncut
much.
Reaction on Patreon. And at this point, you'll probably be able to go check out our reaction to Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode 1.
Yeah.
And it was also...
And it was, yeah. Go and watch that.
And our interview with Jeremy Simser, storyboard artist for WandaVision, Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
That was
definitely
awesome
go check that. Definitely go
out.
watch that. There was some really great insight into how he got on board of those movies, how he's working on Doctor Strange 2, and working on She-Hulk. Lots of really good stuff in that. And we also have an interview coming up with Robert Kirkman right before we start our reaction series for Invincible. So lots of stuff. We had a comment today. Somebody was like, "Where have you guys been?" I'm like, "We have been busy as shit. We have been super busy.
Let us have this little tiny busy break, okay?
Woo!
We're back, baby.
Subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you either next week or in another video. It'll be a lot of fun.
Be sure to fart. See you guys next week. Bye.